that, and that's it. So we're gonna make the most of it, as much of the gun as possible. Now my left thumb, my support hand, I'm gonna put right up along here. You can actually put it on this one, that's fine. Or anywhere along here. So thumb and then thumb. So what that looks like without the gun in my hand is I'm like this. Both thumbs are forward. Okay, stacked on top of each other, side by side. And then this finger's up on the side, so I'm ready to shoot, bang, bang, bang. Back off again when we're done. Both of our thumbs forward like this, with our trigger finger off.
Okay, got it.
It takes a little while, it's a little bit complicated. You can see how I do it. If you really want to do it after everybody's had some turns, I'll let you do it then, but for speed, I'll do it myself, plus I save my thumb with a little speed loader. Once this is loaded, I'll show you what it looks like with... Okay, the front of the bullet is round, the bottom is flat, the back is flat. Okay, so that's a good way to keep that oriented. Okay, so round and round. The first one's usually pretty easy. You're going to press it in against that spring-loaded portion and then slide it back underneath these two edges here and here. And that's kind of what it'll look like. Okay? All right, so once we got a round in, I'm a little bit OCD, so I like to do stuff like this. Looks good, all right? I'm a right-handed shooter, so I'm going to, when I walk up, I'm going to pick up with my right hand straight into my grip. Make me any adjustments I need to, but I'm there. I'll turn this over, pick up my magazine with the round portion forward, the bullet, actual bullet facing forward. It's gonna go in the mag well, okay? Like this, I'm gonna slide it all the way up. It might click in place, but in case it doesn't, one tap with your palm, okay? Now, this isn't locked back position right now. A lot of people will want to use their thumb sometimes to close this. If you're one-handed and that's all you got right now, sure, fine, use your thumb. I don't like to teach that way because I focus on home defense and personal protection, which means you're gonna be scared. You're gonna have adrenaline, all right? You're gonna be shaky, you're breathing fast, you get tunnel vision, you stop hearing things, you get sweaty, and you lose tactile feel in your fingertips. So trying to find that with your thumb could be hard, okay? Especially if it's crash, bang, boom, middle of the night, you grab this thing and you're trying to manipulate it in the dark, you might not be able to find that. So what's easier than that is palm, 4 fingertips right here. It's textured for that purpose. There, pull back and let go. Let it slam forward. And that chambers the round. That's way more positive of a way of doing this, where I'm less likely, I shouldn't say not going to, but less likely to get it wrong with the adrenaline going on. Okay, so palm fingers pull all the way back and let go. We don't want to lower it down slowly or gently, so just let go, let it go. If you go slow, it may not chamber it all the way, it may not go all the way forward. It wants to slam forward, let it. That's what it does when it shoots, okay? So this would now be considered loaded. Okay, it's a dummy round, but it would be considered loaded at this point. All right.
We do like undo that and then put your fingers there. I want to get a picture of that.
This?
Practice.
That's also to run for your life.
Perfect.
One thing I like to point out when you're doing this, don't grab underneath this edge. It's sharp under here, right? So actually, if you can see through here a little bit of a hole through the hand, right? We want to go palm and fingertips, or your fingers. Don't try to grab it. You're gonna cut your hand. Okay, this bottom edge is actually pretty sharp. Okay.
Pull it forward.
Okay, so we're here. We're gonna pull back and release. Let it slam forward. Huh?
I didn't know you could do that.
What?
You chamber it one round.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
I also cheat. I pulled that down because otherwise it wouldn't really release. But I'm cutting corners for you guys.
Josh, is that considered the safety, or is there safety on all guns
Okay.
or not all guns?
Different guns have different safeties. So this is a Springfield is the manufacturer.
Trigger-based.
This is an XD is the model, and it's chambered in 9mm. There are 2 safeties on this, and they are passive safeties, which means you don't have to switch them off. The first is this right here. Once that's pressed in, that's one of the safeties. If that's not pressed in, it will not let you fire the gun. The nice part is it's passive. I get my grip, I just turned that one off without trying to. Passive. The other one is right here in the trigger. I'm going to try to turn so you can see this little part right here that hinges. I don't know if you can see that in the trigger.
It's not the trigger, it's beside the trigger.
It's inside, yeah. There's 3 prongs.
Oh, it's inside.
And the middle one, oops, the middle one, yeah, look at that.
Do you mind
the
if
middle
I
one
look?
moves.
I'm sorry, I can't see.
Yeah, come right here. Come over here to the side. See this right here?
So in this scenario, if I don't press,
Okay, so this is a different gun, but this has an actual manual safety. That has to be, it's upside down, but you would have to push this down like that in order to fire. Some guns have manual safeties, okay?
Do you recommend manual or passive?
I'm not a fan of manual because it's an extra step. It's
gotta
something,
remember in
it's something else you got to remember to do when you're panicking. Now, you can get past that by training to turn it off. You come out to the range, so load it, have the safety on, you can set it down on the table, and you just imagine your head, crash, bang, boom, middle of the night, pick it up, safety off, bring it up, boom, take a shot. And what you do is you build muscle memory of switching it off. The moment you're picking it up and bringing it up to line up your sights, you're switching it off with your thumb, and you're ready to shoot. And then what happens is you don't even think about it, right? And that's where you would really